Welcome to another Meridian video. I'm your host, JD Origins, and today we're going to be going into Meridian Lend on the Taraxa network. So without further ado, let's begin. In this video, we're going to cover some DeFi tactics that we're going to utilize to show some example of how borrowing and lending could be advantageous to a user. So we released an article on DeFi tactics on Taraxa with Meridian Lend. This guide kind of goes over a couple strategies that you could use with Meridian Lend to optimize your capital so you could better take advantage of DeFi. So we have some tactics such as leveraging long positions, short positions, stable coins. I will post the link to this guide in the description. And yeah, so if you have any questions on any of these tactics, you could always hop into our Discord or our Telegram and we'll help you out. So we're going to start over here on the meridianfinance.net homepage and we're going to go to Explore Apps. Now I'm already connected to the Taraxa network, so if you haven't done so already, go ahead and do that. We're going to launch Meridian Lend and you will be brought over here. Now before I continue the video, I just want to state that I actually have done this video before this recording. Unfortunately, the audio did not come out, so I'm doing it again. So there will be a couple things that might appear on this video. So we're over here in the markets landing page. These are the assets that we currently support for lending and borrowing. So I'm going to make up a scenario. I'm going to say I'm a user who is bearish on Taraxa. So if you go into my wallet, you will see that I only have 20 Terra that I have for gas. And I do have some stable coins that haven't appeared in my wallet, but we'll go over that later in the video. So again, let's say I'm bearish on Taraxa, but I still want to utilize Taraxa DeFi. I want to get some yields, but again, I don't want to go head first into buying Taraxa or any assets. I could use my stable coins as collateral and still participate in DeFi and gain yields without ever having to actually swap my stable coins for Taraxa. And I'll show you how to do that now. So we're going to go over to our dashboard just so you can see I have nothing here. And what we're going to do is we're going to deposit. Now I currently have 25 USDT and 25 USDM. That's what I will be using for the collateral for this video. And again, I have 20 Taraxa. So let's say I wanted to, on the Lara protocol, I want to deposit some Terra, but I currently only have 20. The minimum that this platform will allow you to deposit is more than 1,000. Now I'm going to use my stable coins to actually gain yield on Taraxa without actually having to swap for Taraxa. So we're going to go back over here to Meridian Lend and we're going to go to deposit now. And I'm going to deposit my stable coins. For the purpose of this video, I will be doing a couple of transactions. I will show this one in its entirety, but I will be cutting the rest of the transactions out just to save time because all it is just the approvals. So for USDM, I'm going to deposit max, which is 25.12 and some more. Okay, we're going to hit deposit. All right, it's going to ask for confirmation, and then I will confirm that transaction. After you've confirmed, it will be pending, and you will wait for the pending to finish. All right, so it's done pending, and we are done. So if you go back to the dashboard, you will see that your collateral has now been deposited. So again, I will deposit my USDT. So we're going to go back to deposit. Go to USDT and we'll do the same thing over. We're going back to the dashboard, and now I have deposited 25 USDM and 25 USDT. I will be using this as my collateral on the Meridian Lend platform. And now, without having to actually buy or swap for Terra, I will borrow some Terra. So we're going to go over here, and it's going to show you the assets that you could borrow and how much you could borrow. I will go over here. Now, if you haven't used any lending platforms before, the closer you are to borrowing the full amount that you're able to, the riskier the borrowing and lending will be. So for the purposes of this video, I will just borrow 3,000 just to be on the safer side. So as you can see, my health factor is less risky. We're going to go ahead and do that. Once you've clicked, you will be presented with the interest rate. So currently, to borrow Taraxa or Terra would be 1.36 APY. So we will continue and borrow. All right, now that is complete, we're going to go back to the dashboard. The way that lending and borrowing works is you want to make sure that your collateral has more value than what you borrowed, because you can be put into a position where if your borrowed asset starts gaining value, you either want to pay that back or put more collateral into the platform. But again, for the purposes of this video, I'm taking the stance that if I was someone who was bearish on Terra. So again, I haven't bought Terra, I'm simply borrowing Terra. My assets are still in stablecoins. So now we could go over here to the Lara protocol. I'm going to refresh. I initially had 20 Terra. Now I have 3,020 Terra. So I could now deposit some Terra on the Lara protocol and start and start gaining APY on the Terra that I borrowed. All right, the stake was successful. Now if you look at my amount, it's 2,500 Terra that is staked on the Lara protocol. Now if I really wanted to, I could also stake some Lara. How would I do that? Well, since I still have some Terra in my wallet because I initially borrowed 3,000, I could go over here to our friends at TerraSwap.app, take 1,000 Terra and swap it for some Lara. 1,000 Terra will equate to roughly 3,148 Lara. And I could go ahead and swap, and if I would like to stake that back into the Lara protocol, I can. But seeing as I've already done that prior, you get the idea. So now I'm gaining APY on the essentially on the Terra that I borrowed. Now, of course, with the Lara protocol, there is a unstaking procedure. So if you wanted to unstake that, there is a process to it. So keep that in mind if you ever have intentions of paying back your loan early. But if you don't plan on paying back your loan early, then you should be fine. Just keep in mind to note your health factors. You can also come over here to TerraSwap.app, and you could actually create a pool on the platform with your borrowed assets. Now, the good thing about this is with these pools, you can actually exit the pools at any time you want. There are no restrictions or limitations, but you do have to be mindful of the impermanent loss. But either way, if you are knowledgeable in DeFi, you kind of know this already, and that's fine. So at any time, if you wanted to repay back your loan, again, you'd come over here to repay. If you wanted to borrow more, you just click on borrow. And I could, since I didn't borrow the max, I'll go ahead and borrow 1,000 more. Some more. it's a success. We're going to go back to our dashboard. Now you can see I have 4,000 borrowed in total. Check my wallet. And I currently have 3,000 because remember I used that 1,000 to stake on the Lara protocol, and that's where my 1,000 Terra resides for the moment. So now if I was bullish on Taraxa, I would kind of do the inverse. And what I would do is I would, assuming that I'm bullish on Taraxa, I will have Taraxa already in my wallet, and I will use Taraxa as my collateral, and I will deposit the Taraxa, and I could actually, once I deposit my Taraxa, borrow stable coins. And for those of you who are advanced in leveraging, with those stable coins, you would go to TerraSwap and you would swap your stable coins for Terra. And that's how you could long your Terra positions. Uh, but if you have any questions or comments or concern about Meridian Finance and any of our platforms and products, you could hop into our Discord and our Telegram. We're always willing to answer and help anyone who's in need of assistance. And with that being said, this is our Meridian Lend on Taraxa video. I hope you have a good one. Until next time.